Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome to the Water Bear podcast. So if you're just tuning in, or maybe this is your first time, we're right in the middle of the season. So this is the 6th episode of season 2. And oh, hey, we already have a comment in here from Bridget, and it says, "Let's go, big bro." So I'm guessing that must be a friend of Dominick. But thanks so much for watching the show and joining the live broadcast, Bridget. Really appreciate it. And for those that don't know, just a little bit of housekeeping here too before we get started. So again, as I said, welcome to the show, the Water Bear Podcast. If you like what you see, what you hear, make sure you subscribe so that you can enjoy future content and you can catch the drip. Some people have asked me what that means. It basically means catch the episode, watch the show, catch the drip every Thursday at 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. And you can also follow me for more content on Instagram and TikTok at these accounts below. So going to go ahead and kick this episode off. So for those that don't know, the basis of this episode really is going to talk about I guess kind of two things. So first thing is Aquarius and Gemini, when you look up compatibility, is one of the top signs in relationships, friendships. Y'all can't see this in the background, but Dominick and Dina are all hugged up when I said this. I'm going to pop them in a second. But yeah, it's said to be one of the top zodiac signs as far as relationships, or really pretty much any kind of relationships, which is interesting. They're both air signs, so I could definitely kind of see that. And also, we're talking about just Aquarian traits here in general. So quick intro for my guests. I have a couple. Aquarius is Dina, and the Gemini is Dominick. So I have known them for probably like 15 years, longer than that, maybe somewhere around there. It's been a long time. So Dina and I used to work together at Frito-Lay, and we were on the same team together. And she's one of the few people that I actually still keep in contact with from since I left Frito-Lay. And then as a result of that, definitely became really close with her husband, Dominick, too, who is hilarious, really, really cool guy. Love them both. And also Robi, I've known her now for, it's probably close to 10 years, I think, too. So this is kind of like the OG episode. Like, y'all go way back. So, yes, Robi first met her at an event where I was really eating a lot of food. And so, yeah, it's what I do all the time. That, what was it, Irene's Black Box, I think it was. But and she was like, "You sure is hungry." That was like the first thing she said to me. So without further ado, I will go ahead and bring, oh, wait. Hey, y'all on fire with these comments. Okay, we got a comment from somebody else. John Ross says, hand pink waving. Maybe it's like an emoji and it didn't I think he's saying I'm waving. Maybe. I don't know. But what's up, John? Thanks so much for checking out the show. I really, really appreciate it. So we'll get to know which side he's on, or if he's a friend of Dominick and Dina or Robi, or maybe just newcomer to the show. So thanks again for tuning in. So yeah, let's go ahead and get started. And I'm going to bring in Dominick and Dina and Robi. Hey. What's up, y'all?
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Thank y'all so much for joining. I really, really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
Yes, glad to be here.
Of course. Yes. So I will kind of do a little round of introductions. I know I gave some introductions, but want to give y'all a chance to introduce yourselves as well. So I'll start with Dominick and Dina. If you could tell the viewers and listeners just a little bit about yourselves, whatever you want to share. or don't want to share. It's cool. Whatever.
Well, ladies first.
Dominick and I had, like you said, Carlos, we met. We met, you and I met 15 years ago, but Dominick and I met in 2000 and we worked for Geico.
That's right. Yeah, Geico. Yeah. I couldn't remember I thought it was Geico. I knew it was insurance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, he approached me, but I didn't really like him. I didn't.
Oh.
I didn't.
Wait, why didn't you like him?
And it was a friendly approach. It wasn't like, hey, I want to get with you approach. It wasn't that. It was like, hey, how are you? He just came to my desk. So I really brushed him off. But then 20 years later, still married.
Wow.
Yeah, we got married in 2004, and then so we're 19 years married, but we were together in 2003.
So 20 years. Yeah, so this is y'all's 20th year. That's dope. Awesome.
Yep, and it's been worth it.
Hey, that's great. That's good. Anything you want to add to that, Dominick?
I mean, hey, I was just, I asked her out. She said no. 6 months later, she asked me out, and we've been together ever since.
Hey, that's cool. That's cool. And I have here at the bottom too. So for those that don't know, I was waiting on you to say it, but I know it'll come up in the show too. So Dominick is a DJ, and yes, and I have his Instagram floating at the bottom. So Dina, the only reason I didn't put yours up is because I didn't get it, and I didn't know if you wanted me to put it up. I didn't even go on there.
It's just for show.
That's it. Okay. All right. Well, yeah, but make sure y'all follow him. He is a really dope DJ, and I have to give Dominick his props because I don't know. I think I told you this, Dominick, but I'm not sure. But you were the first interview that I had as an author was on your show. And that was back in 2011.
Fishbowl.
Yep, that's right. Yep, Fishbowl. Yep. Sure was. You were the first person. So definitely big shout out to that. I really, really appreciate it. And then we have Robi.
Hi,
Robi Nickoli. I'm loving the hat.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, Aquarians. Hey.
Hey, that's right.
You can tell, right? No.
Yes.
You're looking real awkward.
I can't help it. I was born this way. I'm the goofy Aquarian in the bunch.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that.
Nope. I mean, it's just me. That's so funny. So you're a DJ?
Yes.
In Dallas?
Wherever they paying.
Oh, cool. I always like to stay connected with DJs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I know.
Yes,
Robi, you know a lot of DJs. So I'm surprised y'all already don't know each other.
Yeah, I rocked over at Cigar International last Saturday. I tried to kill them fools.
Oh, really? How was it?
Oh man, it was on and popping.
Hey,
the cigar community is on and popping.
Yeah, they show up and they support. Like, they're serious.
Very.
Yes,
I love them.
Yeah. Is there anything you want? Anything I may have left out, Robi? I know we'll get to your event and things like that later on in the show too. But anything you want to let the listeners and the viewers know?
Well, you see, you can follow me at the bottom at ITS, the ADD show. And my show is, I've been on a hiatus and I'll start mid-July, but tonight is the show every Thursday at 8:30 p.m. and you can watch it on YouTube live and on my Facebook page. It's the ADD show. And this week and next week, I will have Valerie and Tawana and Finesse. They will be hosting this show. And you guys will probably want to watch it because they are a hoot. It's going to be very interesting. So, and you can check them out this week and next week.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. That's awesome. Oh, and also, Robi, thank you too, because you have let me do many interviews and takeovers.
Yes.
For It's the ADD show, and I'm like, hey, can I take over the show this week? You'd be like,
yes, you can.
Please do. I think you even called me for a few takeovers sometimes.
Yes.
Like, hey, do you want to do one? I'm like, sure, yeah.
Yes, totally. That's what I'm here for, to help you guys promote yourselves.
I love it. So yeah, y'all all been really, really great friends. Seriously.
You too, Carlos.
So
thank you.
Yeah,
of course.
I try, you know.
Hey, that's right. All right. So, so before we get into this question that I have, everybody, if you could, you don't have to say the year, but I always have all of my guests on the show give their birthday. So you can just do the month and the day if you want. And let's see, Robi, I'll start with you.
My birthday is February the 3rd.
Hey, day before mine. That's
yeah.
And Dina?
We're all in a row.
I know, right? Because you're right
I'm
after
always going to be 25.
Yep.
Yes.
It's always 25. I love it. Yes.
And I'm a
Dominick?
June the 6th.
June 6th.
1969.
Hey.
You better ask them.
I love it. And another thing we do on the show is always give a famous Aquarius. And another thing I've been doing this season is also giving a famous person of the sign of my guests. So famous Aquarius, in case y'all do not know, Michael B. Jordan is an Aquarius. And a famous Gemini, one of my favorite actresses, is Angelina Jolie.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, yeah, sure, great.
Wait, you don't like Angelina Jolie? Did he say,
I did, yeah.
Wait, you don't like Angelina Jolie? Really? Why? Wait.
I have no opinion. I mean, she's an actress.
Really?
She's Hollywood.
You know that he has an opinion. He always has an opinion.
You don't like, so you didn't like Wanted, the whole Swing the Bullet? You didn't like that?
No.
What? That is one of the best movies ever.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so I'll because I named a few Gemini people on the last episode. Well, hey, it's better than Donald Trump. I could have said him. He's a Gemini too.
As a member of the QAnon,
I left him out.
Nah,
but no, for real. We're gonna get to this. How about this? In the spirit of the show, since this show is called the Aquemini Connection, Andre 3000.
Thank you.
That's a better one.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. How about him? All right.
He's a good one.
Yeah, he is a good one.
And he plays the flute.
He does. Yes, which I didn't know until recently. So for those that don't know, Outkast is an Aquarius or an Aquemini group, like their album says. So Big Boy's the Aquarius and Andre 3000 is the Gemini. So I do have a question, and I'll start with you, Dominick, because I know we have many music conversations. So Billboard put out a top rap group list, and a lot of times I think they get these lists wrong, but this time they got it right. To me, at least with the number one spot, they said that
yes,
Outkast is the greatest rap group, and I just feel like argue with your mama, because you're just not gonna argue with me on that. Like, they are the best to me. They are the best rap group.
Cass is number one.
Yeah,
but
I agree.
I would say this: City Girls shouldn't have been nowhere near that list.
Who are the City Girls?
Yeah, I saw them on there, and I was like, really? Yeah.
Strip club anthems does not make for MC.
Yeah, it does not. No, it's not. Yeah, I was a little disappointed at that too. So, why, Dina? I know you are. You're an Outkast fan too, right?
I am. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and Robi, what about you?
I think I have to be.
Oh, right. it wouldn't work out if you weren't.
When I met her, she was listening to Sugar Ray.
No, I was listening to Backstreet Boys.
For real? You were?
Yes.
That's crazy because I cannot see you listening to that now.
I know. Yeah.
Because you used to put me up on all the new R&B stuff, and
she had the calendar and everything.
Yes, Ramon, you remember Ramon? She used to make fun of me all the time, and then she still does. And
I'm not gonna lie, they had a couple songs that I thought were kind of cool. Yeah, that's one of them. I like that. I like that one. That one's pretty good.
I mean, I didn't want it that way though.
Yeah, that one's good. That's a good karaoke song.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Robi, what about you? Are you a fan of Outkast?
Yes, actually, I was singing while I was getting dressed earlier. I was like singing, "I Like the Way You Move" in my head. It wasn't playing; I was just singing in my head. Yeah.
Hey, I get it.
I don't. They are really, really great. I'm not gonna say that. I can't say they're the best. They're just not my favorite. They're not my top favorite, but I love them. Like
who would be your top favorite then?
Oh, that's hard. Like I do love NWA. I'm old school. Like I love NWA and Run DMC. I think maybe Run DMC.
Weren't they like in the top 10, Dominic? I think. Yeah.
Where is this information? I need to see this list.
Billboard.com.
Billboard?
It's billboard.com. And Durant says, Backstreet Boys are iconic. Sorry, but not. LOL. Now that they've cooled off and they're not as popular, now I can admit some of their songs are good, but in their prime, I was like, I'm sick of them. I was like, damn. I was like, every time I turn on the TV, it was Backstreet Boys. Mm-hmm. But they had some hits. They did.
And they have the laundry commercial right now.
Oh, they are.
A laundry commercial? Which detergent? Or what is this? I gotta look this up.
It's one of them. I know Lance Bass. Yeah. And a couple of other ones. They're like doing a little dance, choreographed.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Really?
Yes, as a consumer, I was offended.
You're not buying Gain anymore now. Oh, great.
They could have had me in there. I could have did a few steps.
Hey, I love it. So I want to, and this question is going to kind of tie into something that has happened in social media here recently. And Robi, I've never asked you this before I ask this question. What sign is your husband?
He is a Capricorn.
Oh,
yes.
No, I'll say that. I've never. The reason why I said like that is only because I don't know too many Aquarius and Capricorn couples. That's pretty cool.
I'm surrounded. Like my mom was Capricorn. He is my mother-in-law, my sister-in-law, and of course. They told me Jesus is a Capricorn, so you just can't argue with it.
All the Capricorns, they try to claim Jesus. They do. All of them, I know. They're like, well, we got Jesus. Especially when Virgos start throwing out Beyonce. They're like, well, we got Jesus.
They can cuff all that.
That's too funny. Okay, and then we got another comment from Renita. Renita, thank you for checking out the show. Says, hey there, D&D.
Hey.
What's up, Renita?
Hey, Renita.
So I have a question for, and Dominick and Dina, I'll start with y'all. Did you at any point, especially in the beginning of the relationship, did you pay attention to the Aquarius and Gemini thing? Or was that a factor at all? Or was it something you just kind of maybe paid attention to later on, or not even a little bit? Or
not me. I don't know about him.
Carlos, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I was raised.
Confession.
It's devil worship, man.
Well, you know what? It's funny you say that though, because that's that is, especially like in the Black culture, that's kind of in a nutshell. That's kind of what they think.
Yeah, I didn't really think about it, but you know, I just knew that she was cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Once I gave him a chance, I mean, we really, really became friends. And then probably like later along the lines, I was like, okay, yeah, why are we getting along so well? And that's when I looked into it. It's probably like years into the relationship.
Mm-hmm.
But I can tell you, even though we did get along, we almost got a divorce like earlier in our marriage. I'd say maybe about well, I threatened.
Hey, well, no, but almost doesn't count.
It's news to me.
No, he was the one that said that he wanted to divorce me.
I was just talking gang.
He said, I was just joking.
Yeah, but I mean, the foundation of this relationship is really friendship. Mm-hmm. So, you know, it just helps so much being mm-hmm. friends, and then with your significant other,
right?
Your other half.
You bring up a good point too, Dina, because and that's actually a thing that I've read a lot about Aquarius people that we value. Almost we value, or at least the stuff that I've read, it's almost like we value friendship more than we do relationships. But if you're with somebody that you are good friends with, the relationship is basically, you know, it could last forever because mm-hmm. You value that friendship piece so much.
Right.
So yeah, so I did and the reason why, two things why I asked that question. I did an episode this season, actually. I took a poll of the worst signs to date. Mm. And number 1 was Gemini, and number 2 was Aquarius. So yeah, it's interesting that y'all are together. It's like, dang, y'all are the top 2, you know, signs that people would say they're afraid to date. So Robi, I want to start with you. So why would you say, give me one good thing and one bad thing you think of having an Aquarius in your life? Doesn't necessarily have to be romantic relationship.
Oh, okay. Because I can tell you about that. No?
Okay, if you want to go that route, you can. Yeah.
Well, what's funny is that my younger son, my kid's dad, he's an mm-hmm. Aquarian, and the younger one, I believe you met him, Brandon. He's an Aquarian. Yeah. So,
wow.
And then my other son's a Libra. So I always feel like him growing up was like, I'm in a house with a bunch of weirdos. but I would say having an Aquarian in your life is really good because I feel like we're very loyal to whoever we want to be mm-hmm. loyal to. Either we are or we are not. It's like no in between, kind of, sort of. And the worst thing is maybe like we're not afraid to let people know things, but we're not being mean. We're just stating facts. And a lot of people don't like that. You know, I get that a lot. Like, you're so mean and you're this. I'm like, no, I'm just telling you the truth. Like,
right. And you need people around you that are going to be real enough to tell you the truth. So that's a good thing.
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, you can look at that as a good thing or a bad thing, but I feel like a lot of people think it's bad. I think but I'm surrounded, no matter what sign, everyone lets me know exactly how they feel about things. So I figure if you can tell me, I can tell you.
Hey, right. You're not gonna be the only one around here slinging out truths, son.
Exactly.
I love it. Okay, and Dina, what would you say about Aquarius? Like, what's one good thing and one bad thing you think?
Okay, so let me start with the bad thing.
Okay.
You tell us to do one thing, we'll do the complete opposite.
Oh yeah.
Just to piss you off.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
You're
true.
very passive aggressive.
Yeah.
That's me at least.
That's true.
No, I'm the same way. Yeah.
Yeah, look, I'm laughing at Dominick. He's like,
yeah. He's like, I've experienced it.
Yep.
Yeah.
The good thing, intellectual. I think a lot of Aquarians are very smart. I'm not talking about me in particular, but I think like the most people that I've met that are Aquarians are very smart. They're very intelligent.
I would agree. Yeah, both of those. Okay. And so Dominick, so since you're the only Gemini, you gotta come with what's your, if you could pick one, well, we give you two since you're the only Gemini. So 2 good things about Geminis and 2 bad things.
I mean, Geminis, very creative.
That's true. That is, yeah, that's true.
Very creative and very, I know in my gregarious, you know what I'm saying? When they are that way.
That's why you're a Gemini.
Yes. And then, everybody said we got the split personality thing. That's true.
And see, I don't see you being like that though. And maybe
because I do it in private.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say maybe because I don't know.
Now
I'm the most
right.
I'm the most, I'm the most outgoing introvert that you'll ever meet. You know what I mean? Because I go out, I DJ, and I parlay with the people, but I don't even like to do that stuff. I prefer to just be at home and be alone. And Dina will tell you this, but people don't know it because I keep it on the DL.
Really? And see, that's surprising to even kind of hear that. Yeah, because I would think that you just like being around people a lot.
Hate it.
I wouldn't say you hate it.
I don't hate it, but I mean.
But your choice is to be by yourself.
Yeah, he doesn't hate it. I can tell you that. He does love people. When we have company over, I mean, he just loves it. But yes, he just wants to be in a cocoon every once in a while. And that's why the house that we bought, we have a loft just for him because he needs a break from us.
I still need to see y'all's house. I haven't seen it yet.
You'll come over, don't worry.
We'll allow you to come to the palatial estate.
But yeah, he needs his space. And the patio is also his domain. He gets to smoke his cigars out there and read. That's what he'll do all day. He'll read.
What kind of stuff do you like to read? Just different things.
A lot of your stuff. No.
Hey, well, thank you.
I read. Man, I don't have like a particular. I just read whatever. Like right now, I'm reading a fantasy novel, like magicians, mages, a detective novel, as well as a romantic book about some Chinese girl in London.
Oh, wow. Okay, that's cool.
Yeah, I keep it this variety.
Okay.
When we worked together at Geico, like his cubicle had books. I hated his cubicle because it was so messy.
Oh, just like books everywhere?
Books all over, newspapers, everything.
But you know what, Dominick, I didn't see that cubicle, but Dina, I'm not going to name this person, but I feel like if I give you context clues, you're going to know who I'm talking about. So there was a person that Dina and I worked with who had the busiest cubicle and car, because I walked past this person's car too, and there was shit all on the dashboard. They are a very senior person. I will say that. I don't want to say too much, but anybody from Frito-Lay that might be watching this, you might know who I'm talking about if you were in our group. But it couldn't have been worse than that, is what I'm trying to say.
You're going to have to tell me offline.
Okay, I will.
I might have chosen to forget that person.
You could, yeah, you might have. That's true.
You've changed, baby. You've gone Hollywood.
Not on our immediate team.
Oh.
There wasn't anybody on our immediate team, but it was
okay.
Somebody kind of close to us. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh?
Woo.
Yeah, I have to tell you offline, but
yes.
Yeah, please. I'm intrigued now.
Yes. So, with the relationship, like compatibility and stuff, I'm just curious to see, like, maybe, and Robi, definitely feel free to chime in on this too, but how you would handle this conflict. I don't know if y'all have heard about this, but did you hear about Keke Palmer at the Usher concert?
Yes, I did.
I did not.
You did not. Okay, so let me give you the Reader's Digest version. Okay, so Keke Palmer, as y'all may have seen, I'm gonna say this: that baby did her right, because I didn't think she was that cute until she had the baby, and something about her having this baby, I'm like, wow, okay, she looks good now. Like she looks a lot better to me than she did pre-baby. To me. And maybe it's the styling, I don't know. Maybe it's the clothes, but so anyway, she showed up to this Usher concert, and she had on it was kind of like a black bodysuit with a sheer dress on top of it. But when she turned around, her cheeks were out. So it was kind of like a thong bodysuit, I guess you could say. It actually, to me, it didn't look that bad. It looked still like kind of classy, but you know, she's an entertainer. So
I see it. She looks good.
Yeah. So Durant says, let's see, she looks the same, just more overly filtered pics. I don't know. I mean, now I will agree. The filter and the lighting is better in her pics now. But I think she actually looks better too. I don't know.
Maybe, I'm sorry. Maybe
No,
I was going to say maybe it's because now you can maybe view her as a woman, because she was like, you know, like our little sweetheart all the time. So now she's a mom. So now you may look at her like a woman now. Yeah.
Okay.
It might. I mean, that's how I feel.
Okay. So here's where the issue may come in to y'all. Okay. Her boyfriend, who they're not married, as far as I know, her boyfriend basically got on social media and said, in so many words, you need to cover up your mom.
Oh,
so
please.
To add a little bit of context to this, so she's a Virgo, and he is an Aquarius.
Oh,
yeah. What? So with that in mind, I think this is sometimes a negative, can be a negative trait about Aquarius. And Robi, Dina, y'all tell me if y'all agree. Sometimes if you take us there, we can be very petty.
From one extreme to another.
Yeah, one extreme to another. Yeah, we can be real sweet, and then next minute it's like okay,
don't test us, because we can go from 0 to 100.
Yeah,
in a minute.
Yeah. One of my friends always says, Aquarius is the sign, like if you want to make a scene, they're gonna make a movie. And that's so funny. That's true. That is so true. Especially like in public, because I don't believe in public like arguments and stuff like that. But I'm like, hey, well, we're here now. You know, that's how I feel. So the reason why I say that is because, not defending him, because I think he's totally wrong, and I think it kind of shows his insecurity. That's my thought. But it makes me wonder what was the conversation prior to that led up, because you know everything has a reaction. So I don't think that he just decided to post that just out of thin air. You know, maybe they had an argument about it, or maybe I think she was out with her friend, so maybe she wasn't around him when she got dressed and sent him the picture like, oh hey, you know, then boom, it's too late, you know, she's already dressed in that outfit. So I guess for Dina and Dominick, I'm just curious for y'all. So have the boundaries, and I'm not saying maybe not necessarily close and things like that, but do you think that y'all have always had natural boundaries in your relationship, or has it kind of been things like, well, no, I don't want to do this, or I don't want to do that, or is it, how do you compromise when you feel like the other person has maybe stepped outside of their boundary?
So the good thing about Dominick, he does not control me whatsoever. So I'm like the weird one, right? He just lets me be, you know, and it's a total opposite for me. I know that I do criticize him because he's a reflection of me. Come on now. So you so he's an extension. So he has to, you know, I just like a nice, I don't know. I like to be seen nice in public, I guess.
Okay.
Sometimes.
Like a certain image that you want to keep up. Yeah.
Yeah, sometimes. But yeah, I mean, of course, at first it was hard. And then we finally got to a happy medium, I think. But I'll let Dominick tell you if he agrees or not.
Okay. Do you agree with that, Dominick?
Yeah, because I mean, that brother, if he had something to say, he should have said it to her.
I totally agree. Right. To her face and not
don't call her out.
Social media. Yeah, that was wrong. Yeah.
That was wrong.
Yeah.
That was wrong. But at the same time, you didn't like it. You say something. But at the same, I'm not going to tell Dina what to wear. Because if my woman looks good enough to jump up on stage with them cheeks out, jump up on that stage.
Right, and that's the thing.
I'm not worried about it.
She did look good.
One thing,
you know,
that has been so different. I ain't even gonna lie. I never worried about any of that kind of stuff with her.
That's cool.
So I didn't have like that. I never had where I just had some jealous rage when I was like, no, this, you know.
It's a waste of time.
Yeah, it is.
So it's just that I never had that type of stress with her, and that's very fantastic.
That is great. That's awesome. And y'all, as long as I've known y'all have always been very secure in each other, which is really cool. There's not. I hate when people say relationship goals, because I don't think that's a thing. I mean, because a lot of things look good on the surface until you kind of get behind closed doors. But I will say that's one thing that I've always admired about y'all's relationship is that y'all, you know, hold each other in such like high regard and trust, I think, which is really cool.
Dang, Skippy.
Hey.
But she know better to step out on me. I don't
hey. Don't do it.
No comment.
I love it. He's not no comment. And then Durant says, that's crazy. He said, I thought an Aquarius would be more open and free enough to accept that. And I you know, I'll say I agree. I think Aquarius people are pretty free and accepting. And one thing I tell people all the time about Aquarius that's kind of different is, because I know I'm like this too. The things that would upset most people, and Aquarius might kind of brush it off. But the thing that most people would be like, why are you tripping about that? That'll make us blow up. Or at least with me and a lot of other Aquariuses I know. I don't know. I feel like there's more to that scenario than is being led on to. At least, something else. So, yeah. And Robi, what about you? Do you feel? Well, let me say this. I already know that that Joe allows you to be you. So I think I've only met him like maybe a couple times. But that's one thing I really admire about y'all's relationship too, is that you know, he's obviously, you know, very secure in what he has with you, which is great.
Yeah. And he has no choice.
He just has to be, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Right,
Hey.
honey. He's over there.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
I never heard of a sign that talk about this.
He said because he's a Capricorn. He goes, I've never heard of a sign that loves to talk about themselves more than y'all.
Than Aquarius?
Yes.
Well, you know what? Okay, now I will say, I feel like Aquarius, we love to talk.
Yes.
Just in general.
Mm-hmm.
We like talking.
Well, to an extent, we have to, we pick and choose.
Yeah, we do.
At first, I don't know if anybody else is like this. You'll have 100% with me, but then if we really gel, you can't get rid of me.
Right? That's me too.
The minute you do make a move that is just foul, you won't see me anymore. I'll ghost you.
Just disappear.
Yeah.
And without explanation, it's like, why do we need to explain it?
Yeah.
You know what you did.
Right. Exactly.
And if you don't, you need to check yourself. Call it self-check. I'm sorry. Like Robi said, we tell it as it like it is.
Yeah.
All right.
And I think the thing too that gets Aquarius in trouble so much is that, and I've heard this a lot about a lot of Aquarians. I've definitely heard people say it about me. Like people have the perception of like, oh, they're so sweet, they're so nice. I mean, and I think most Aquarius people are pretty nice on the surface. But because of that, and because of that's the perception, I guess, that we give off. If we say any little thing that seems sideways, and it's like, oh, you're so mean, and you're so like,
I've always been mean.
right. But if somebody else said it, then it's okay.
No, I think we're making it sound like we're so negative, but we're really not. I mean, we just have, like you said, boundaries.
Yeah.
We can only take so much.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
You don't want this Aquarian wrath.
Yeah, no, I don't want that. It's bad too. Yes. Oh, and so just one. I do have one other question before we kind of switch modes here to the next segment. But so I'll start with you, Dina and Dominick. So I'm interested to know. I'm reading this book by Jay Shetty. I'm almost done with it, and it's called. Let me look it up because I'm about to butcher the name. It's something with the number 8, and it's I'm listening to it rather on Audible. And it's called 8 Rules of Love. And so I'm always into like psychology type books or like books about the way people think. Mm-hmm. And so one of the things that he mentions in the book is knowing the person that you're with, knowing their fight style. And I was like, damn, I would have saved myself a whole bunch of trouble if I knew my fight style like back then. And basically what he's saying is when you have conflict in a relationship, your fight style might be, so like I'll use myself as an example. My fight style is I want to retreat a little bit because I don't want to say anything that'll be offensive. And if I feel like I'm being poked to give an answer or to give context sooner than I'm ready to, then in the past, that's where I've blown up because I'm like, okay, I told you I needed some space and then you kept pushing me. So boom. So now you got everything. And then I'm pulling receipts of stuff that happened like 5 years ago. And I'm like, I remember on Tuesday in 1993 what you did. And I'm like, they're like, whoa, okay, I didn't know that I did all this. So I've matured. I don't do that anymore. But I would say that was my former fight style versus somebody who might be more of a attack, so to speak, or more so like, hey, let's get to the root of this now so we can fix it. So with Dina and Dominick, so would you say that y'all have the same type of fight style, or is it opposite? Oh, it's opposite. Okay.
No, well, I'm like that. I'm like you. And I know that if I'm mad enough, I start ignoring him. Oh. And I know that he hates it. So I do it more. That gives me joy.
Oh. Damn. That gets me. You know what? I can't even fault you because I've never done that. But one thing that used to get me in a lot of trouble in relationships is I would, at a certain point, I would just say, "Yeah, you're right. You're right."
Yeah.
And it would be in the middle of the argument.
Right.
Yeah. And you can see it all over my face. Like, I really don't care what you're saying right now. Like, you're right, just to get you to shut up.
Yes.
And yeah,
Do that.
that never ended well. Wait, you said you do that now, current day, Robi?
I mean, because I'm not trying, like you said, I'm not trying to hear what you're saying. And I know for a fact that you're wrong and you're just going to be for a fact I'm right. So whatever. Okay, yes, you're right. Like, so my ex, who's an Aquarian, we had this really big fight. Yes, one time, a long time ago, we had this really big fight. And he was wrong about something. And I knew he was wrong. He probably knew he was wrong, but he wanted to be right. So I just started agreeing with him. And guess what? It made him so mad. Like, he just got really ticked off, right? He's like, stop saying that. I'm like, yes, of course. Whatever you say, you're right. Yeah, I was in my 20s. Yeah, I still do it sometimes. But I really don't have to. But, but sometimes I do.
That's hilarious. So Dominick, would you say, what is your fight style? So it
I don't
sounds like it's
even
opposite
have one
from Dina.
anymore. I don't even have one anymore. I just give up now.
Oh, it's just
Whichever
way the wind blows, that's your fight style.
I mean, I think because he likes to keep the peace, but
I do too.
He'll bottle it in, and then all of a sudden he'll just blow up.
That used to be me too.
But I mean, because I know if I know that I'm right, I don't even say anything. So I know that right in here that I'm right. So you can do whatever you want. I was like, that's fine. I was right. But if I'm wrong, I can come back and apologize, and it kills her.
No, it doesn't. I like it.
Whatever. To have to try to apologize, she is not.
For her to apologize.
Yeah, for her to apologize. If she was wrong, it may be some days later. Yes, she'll come back and be like, yeah, I was wrong.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
But
you know what? Oh, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
But I'll if I'm wrong, I'll apologize. But for her, it was like, woo.
That's true. I can't even say anything.
Yeah. Now, if I feel like I'm totally wrong about something, or just wrong, period, then I don't have a problem apologizing. I think the hardest apologies for me are when I know I'm right, but I hurt the other person's feelings. So then it's like, to me, that still deserves an apology, because even if you're right or wrong, if you made somebody feel a certain way and that wasn't how you intended to make them feel, that's one thing I've had to learn over the last few years. It's like, okay, let me just give up the fact that I'm probably right. But, if I made the other person feel like crap, then, apology is more than likely in order, because, if it's somebody you love, you don't want to make them feel that way. Yeah. Okay. All right. So definitely before we end, I definitely want to talk about your endeavors that you have going on. And Robi, I'll start with you. I know you have the ADD Christmas in July coming up this month. So do you mind telling us a little bit about that?
Okay, so how nice. Thank you. So it's totally ADD. It sounds confusing, but I'm sure we Aquarians can figure this out. Okay, so no, I'm just kidding, Mr. DJ. I'm only kidding. But seriously, so ADD Christmas in July. This will be my 9th year doing it. And what I do is I collect toys and money to give to a nonprofit. and to the Pleasant Grove Food Pantry. And so,
cool too.
yes. And so last year I did a toy drive separate from the event because it became overwhelming doing an event and collecting toys and la 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 la. So what I'm doing this year on July 22nd, I'll be at Harwood Tavern. You know where it is, Carlos. Remember the Halloween?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
I like that place.
So
I was
I'm
Chucky
doing,
that year.
yes, he was so cool as Chucky.
Oh, wait, hold on. I don't mean to interrupt you, but it was just one funny thing I had to tell you, and I don't know if I told you that night. So, you know, when we took that picture and we were holding the plate.
Uh-huh.
So how about I didn't know until after I posted the picture that there was a plate of condoms. And people were messaging me. They were like, do you see? And I was like, I just thought it was like candy. I really thought that's what it was. But I
Those edibles.
I shouldn't. Yeah, it might have been.
Yes,
it
started off kind of like a joke, like I would pass out condoms at the party. And you were at the second one because we did a disco theme, I remember. And I put out like pixie sticks and ring pops, and I had a bowl of condoms, and someone was like, what kind of event am I at? So I thought it was funny. So I was like, I have to take condoms all the time.
Do it again.
And yes, and I had an event. Yeah, I had an event once, and there were two couples. They were like in their 20s, and I'm like passing out condoms, and they were like, no, thank you. No, thank you. And excuse my language, but I was like, I know y'all are fucking and I'm saving y'all money, so take these condoms. And they were like, okay. I mean, don't act like you're not, it's like, take it. I'm like, condoms are expensive.
They are. I mean, hey,
yeah.
get some free ones. Hey.
Yeah, exactly. I'm trying to save you some money. Okay. And you're probably going to want to have sex after my event. So, because we have too much fun. So, just helping you out. No.
Hey, that's right.
But
also controls the population.
Look, it's my events. Say it again.
It also controls the population.
Right.
It does. Hey, that's right.
That's a whole nother topic that y'all need to come to my show so we can talk about this. Okay.
Oh, yes.
Yes, y'all totally come. Okay, so back to Christmas in July. So on the 22nd at Harwood, we're gonna go disco theme again, Carlos. So
okay.
So we're going to do that. So you bring a toy, a new unwrapped toy. And I always tell people, make sure it's worth like $10 or more, not from the Dollar Tree or only 99, unless you bring.
Sad you have to say that, but that's true.
Yeah. I know. I mean, unless you're going to bring 10 toys from the dollar store and they can be stocking stuffers, that's okay.
Right.
I'm flexible. Yeah. But bring a toy. And then when you bring your toy, I will give you a ticket to the event on July 28th. Oh, and nice. On July 28th, I have DJ Kawan and I have Ninja Mike and Noel. They're going to host. And Doc Strange will be performing with Chris Boss. And guess what? There's going to be the magician. So you said you were reading a book about magicians. So maybe you want to come see. And Chris Boss, Doc Strange, and the magician, Daryl Howard, they've been with me since day one. So so we're going to do it again next year. And then I'm probably going to end it because it'll be 10 years. But I know, right?
I can't get mad at you because we talked about this. I did the same thing with my publishing company. So
yes, it's like, I can do it.
It's a lot of work.
Right. It's a lot of work. So not only am I having 2 events, I'm having 3. And the very next day, we will be in Arlington at Binion's Ice House. And it's going to be a naughty or nice party. I better find some condoms. No.
Hey.
And DJ Psycho will be DJing that event. And DJ Larry will be at Harwood Tavern. So I want to make sure I get everybody in. And so as you guys see on the screen, the doors open at 7. The show starts at 8. And the finale, like the headliner for Christmas in July, will be a brand new funk. Have you guys heard of them?
No.
I have.
Okay.
Well, through you.
Yeah. So a brand new funk. They're getting really big. They're here in Dallas, and it's a drummer and a DJ. And like, you feel good when you go see them. They're awesome. So they're gonna be the headliner for Christmas in July. I'm doing it different because normally I have like different people, poets and dancers and all that. So we're just gonna kick it this way, and the style, like I'm telling everyone, do whatever you want. Come any way you like. Festival gear, rave clothing. No clothing. No, I'm just kidding. Skin is skin. It's July. You can wear Christmas attire, whatever you want. Yeah, right. So that's what we're doing. And like I said, all the proceeds will go to Pleasant Grove Food Pantry and a nonprofit that serves women and children.
Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. Grant said that's his birthday, July 28th.
You need to come.
Hey, that's right. That's right. Oh, and he had another comment too. So he said, "So a fake apology." Got it. LOL. I guess he's talking about what we were saying. It's not a fake apology.
I'm sorry.
It's genuine, but it's just maybe a little forced. Maybe that's okay.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm not sorry. Remember Pee Wee Herman on Cheech and Chong, on the Cheech and Chong movie?
Oh, yes, I do remember that. Yeah.
I'm awfully sorry.
I love it. But yes. So make sure y'all come out to ADD Christmas in July. It's going to be so cool. I think the first time I met you, Robi, was that the second year that you had done it? Or the first year?
I think when I met you, I think that was my second year. And
I think so too.
Carlos, y'all, he was disco down and he had on an Afro wig and everything.
I did. I was even bald then too.
Yep, you were. Yeah, you've always been bald since I've known you. I only know you to be bald.
Yeah, because I've been bald now for
it's been a while.
Yeah,
I knew you with
over
hair.
10 years. Right, exactly. Yeah, that's true. You did.
That's weird to see you with hair.
Yes, I'll have to try to find a picture with me of with hair, and I'll maybe post it as a throwback or something.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
And Dominick and Dina, what about y'all? Do y'all have any personal things coming up, or anything you want the listeners?
You just keep following me, and I'll be posting stuff soon because I tried to retire from the game, but I'm getting back into it. So.
Hey, nice. That's what's up.
I was gonna retire, but I changed
your mind.
Yeah,
ain't nothing wrong with that.
No, he does enjoy it. He just doesn't want.
You know what I'm saying? I try to back out, and then
you want to do it when you want to do it.
Yeah, but now I'm just gonna go hard. You know what I'm saying? Getting back out there Saturday, I had so much fun, and the party instigator was revived, so I'm back ready to make it happen.
Man, you had
nice.
Yeah, big shout out to John Ross. He was right there with me, making some good suggestions, keep me, keep me above. And
John Ross. That was he commented.
Earlier
on the show.
Yeah,
in the beginning. Yeah.
Okay. He was there keep me steady and getting the folks off of me because they kept trying to buy me drinks. I'm like, man, I'm trying to maintain.
We're trying to focus.
Yeah, I'm trying to focus. I'm trying to get me drunk.
I love it.
Which means, by the way, I suggest everyone Uber or take a Lyft if you come.
That's true.
Yes.
Yeah.
Safety first.
And plus the parking in Deep Ellum kind of sucks.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
That too. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I'm going to behave though.
So you're going to a little bit or maybe not. Just I love it. Okay. So this is the last segment that we have of the show, and it's a game. So I have questions for each of you, and this game is called Dead in the Water. So how it works is it's two choices, and it's a this or that. So you'll give me the one that you would throw back in the water. So basically, you're going to keep the one that you like better to yourself, and you're going to tell me the one that you like the least. Pretty much. Okay. All right. So here we go, and we'll see who is up first.
I hear the music.
So it's going to be 5 questions per person. Yeah, but they're quick. Like they go by real fast. So okay. All right. So Robi, if you had to choose between a margarita or a daiquiri, which one would you throw back in the water?
Unfortunately, I have to throw the margarita because I'm now allergic to tequila. And it sucks. It sucks.
Wait. You can't just say that and we just go on to the next question. How are you allergic to tequila?
I guess I'm older now. My body's doing weird things. And so like, I was like, I normally drink Jack. And I was like, I'm gonna lay off the Jack for a while. So I was like, I'll just drink tequila. So I'm drinking, and then like I get like insanely itchy, right? And I'm like, what is going on?
Like for real allergic.
Yes,
wow.
I was like what's the character Dave Chappelle? I felt like him, like yeah. And I was like, something's not right, And so I stopped drinking. Period, because I was like, what's wrong with me? And then I was like, I feel like it's tequila. And so I wanted to try it. So I tried it one more time and I started itching. So I was like, oh, I'm allergic to tequila. Great. So I would definitely throw the daiquiri, but I have to throw the margarita because I don't want to itch.
Right. You don't want that. Yeah.
It's hard.
I've heard from a lot of
lace it with Benadryl, you'll be all right.
Right. Then you get the drink and then the cure all at once.
Right.
In one go. I've heard a lot of people say that. I thought you were going to say maybe like if you've had too much, because I know a lot of people, and actually my worst hangover ever was behind tequila.
Oh yeah.
So I've heard a lot of people say that.
Oh yeah.
It's like the worst for hangovers.
That's why you take the salt.
Right. It kind of lessens it a little bit, right? Nice. Wow. Okay. Well, not nice, but I mean, interesting fact, I guess. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So
this
now,
is still me?
Yes, this is still you. Yeah. So Christmas or Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving in the water.
Okay. That's what I figured, especially because of Christmas in July.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanksgiving in the water. All right. Okay. So radio or video? Which one would you get rid of?
I'm gonna that's hard. I'll throw the radio because really I don't listen to it. Like the FM station. Mm-hmm. Like earlier when you guys said the city girls, I'm like, who are the city girls? Like, I don't even know who they are.
See, that just goes to show why should they be on the list? You don't know who they are.
Yeah, so I'm gonna keep the video so I can look at George Michael.
Not George Michael.
And Lenny
Kravitz. Which videos in particular?
Oh, George Michael, it's Everything She Wants. Oh my gosh, he's so cute on that video, and I love that song. And Lenny Kravitz, probably I Belong to You as far as a video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
he has some cool songs. They actually have both of them have pretty good songs. I like more of Lenny Kravitz's songs, but yeah.
Yes, he's awesome. I love him.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And speaking of music, so let's see. Next to the last question I have for you, I guess. If you had to pick between these two, Nas or Jay-Z?
Jay-Z all day. I answered that real fast, right?
Right. Let me clarify. Jay-Z is the one that you're throwing away.
No, I'm keeping him. I'm throwing Nas in the water.
Oh.
I mean, now I love Nas. Don't get me wrong.
You would throw Nas away.
Yeah, he can tread in the water. He doesn't have to drown.
Okay, he just kind of tiptoeing, like toe in the water, but not exactly.
Yeah, I'm a big Jay-Z fan. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I'm a fan of both.
I mean, I like them both, but Jay-Z is my boy.
Yeah, if I'd say who has more music I would listen to like every day, it probably would be Jay-Z, but I think Nas is a better writer, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
But I like them both. Okay. All right. So last question. I feel like I know the answer to this, but planned events or random events? Which one are you throwing away?
Planned. I like randomness. No. But I would have to throw the random in the water simply because I had to plan this stuff,
Okay.
But I am known to have something random like
things too.
That's so fun. Like, let's just randomly get together and do something dumb. Right. Dumb isn't fun,
Right.
Yeah.
I love it.
This is a fun game. I like it.
Hey, cool. Well, I'm glad you like it. Okay, so yeah, those are all of the questions. And then, so Dina, so now you are up next.
All right.
All right. So cheesecake or ice cream?
Cheesecake. I used to bring cheesecake to work for you.
That's why I'm shocked, because that's the one you would throw away.
Ice cream is the one that I'll throw away. I don't like ice cream like that.
Oh, ice cream. Okay, yeah. I was like, I'm telling you, Dina makes some of the best cheesecakes. And I would get mad when you used to bring them for the potluck. I'm like, that means I only get one slice. Like, then everybody else gets the But yeah, the cheesecakes.
You were always my guinea pig, though.
She can.
Yeah, I was. I'd be like, yeah, I'll taste them. Yes. Okay. So, if you had to pick between Moscato or Riesling, which one would you throw away?
Ooh, that's tough. It depends on the day.
Which one you throwing away today?
I think I would throw out the Riesling today.
Today, the Riesling thrown away. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. So, kind of how I mentioned earlier, how I feel like you and Dominick both actually have put me on to a lot of artists that I didn't know. Now, one of these people I did know about, but the other one I didn't. So you'll know when I bring it up. But Ryan Leslie or Rashawn Patterson, if you had to throw away one,
that's
who would it be?
Okay. Ryan Leslie is very, very talented, but I love Rashawn Patterson. Yeah, so I would throw away Ryan Leslie reluctantly. I'm sorry.
Reluctantly. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not a quick throw in the water, but still, it's just like a little push.
Yeah. Yeah, I would actually save him. I would go in and save him. So
you throw him in, but then pull him back out too. Okay.
You didn't say that I couldn't.
Right. That's true. That's true. You could definitely do that. Yes. All right. So text or call, which one would you throw?
Oh, wait. I'll throw out calling.
Throw out calling.
Yeah.
Okay. You prefer text
all day.
Okay. All right. Okay. So last question. Quiet time or party time?
I would throw away party time.
Okay. In favor. That makes sense. I can see that. Yeah. Okay. In favor of the quiet time. All right. So Dominick, you got the last 5 questions here.
All right.
Right. So Method Man or Redman? Who are you throwing away?
I'm gonna throw Redman away. Give me Method.
I agree. Yeah.
It's so deep, man.
Yeah. That's right. Yes. Okay. All right. So vinyl or digital? Which one would you throw away?
I'm gonna throw away digital. I love vinyl.
Okay, me too.
I don't like carrying it, but I love it.
Yeah, it's a beast to carry. I'm telling you. I started collecting records like 3 years ago, and when I moved apartments recently, that was one of the hardest things to transport was the records.
Exactly.
Whew, it was heavy. It was like really, really heavy because I have 3 holders, and each of them holds like 50 to 60 records.
Oh, that's
so it was easier to hold them than to just put them all in a box. But
imagine having to carry that stuff to parties back in the day.
I was struggling. Yeah, I know, right? I couldn't have done it. Yeah. If I was a DJ back in the day, if that record was in my crate, I'm playing it because I had to sweat.
Where have choice? You had to put it together expertly. You know what to play. Hey, now you know I show up at a party, I'll have 300,000 songs. Don't even worry.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Nice. See? Easier times.
Yeah.
All right. So Phyllis Hyman or Stephanie Mills, who would you throw away out of those 2?
Phyllis, I'm throwing you away.
Oh, you said that kind of quick. Okay.
Man, I love Stephanie Mills, man.
Yeah, I like Stephanie Mills.
Man,
and she's funny too. I didn't realize how funny she was until I started seeing her in some of her recent interviews.
Yes.
She has no filter.
At all.
Says whatever. She's funny.
No, she tell you how he is, as they used to say.
Yeah. She does.
But her voice.
Yes.
Because Phyllis Hyman, it was always like she was holding something back. You know what I mean? She was singing, but
I can see that. But it was more controlled.
Always so still, like she was holding something back. You know, that's probably why she had all those issues, you know, that led to her early demise.
Let it out. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but Stephanie Mills.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I would say, I probably would agree too. I like them both, but.
And two hearts, feel the fire. Come on, man. You gotta be about ready to sing.
Hey, right. You're gonna have some Stephanie Mills on your next playlist now, huh? I love it. Okay. All right. So comedy or horror? If you had to pick one, which one would you throw away?
I'm throwing horror away. Make me like the word is too dark. Give me something funny.
Too dark. Yeah. I can see that. Want to laugh a little bit. Okay. All right. And so this last question, really curious to see what you'll say, because I love both of these, so it would be hard for me to pick. Fried pickles or fried green beans? Which one are you throwing away?
I'm gonna have to tell the truth. I'm throwing them both.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. What? Are you serious? You would throw them both away?
I'm throwing them both away. I'm just, unless my wife made them, then I'm gonna eat it.
Because he's forced to do it.
Yeah, I'm gonna eat it, and be like,
really?
Baby. But nah, I'm not a fan.
You have what? No, I can't. So let me tell you. So I had some of the best fried pickles, probably the best fried pickles in Austin. Oh, they were so good. Now you would have liked those.
Now mine ain't gonna read.
Huh?
Fried green beans.
Okay, so you'll eat.
It wouldn't be bland. But, it wouldn't be something I just want. But if she made them, they would be on point. So shout out.
Hey, shout out to her for the fried green beans. That's right. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it. That is the last question. So that brings us pretty much to the end of the show. But thank y'all so much for coming on. This is so much fun. I loved it. It was like fun. Really
it was fun.
Good. I'm glad y'all have fun too. Oh yeah, of course, definitely. And so definitely. Huh? Yes, that's right. Yes, Outkast, best rap group. But yes, just a couple of little things before we close out. So remember to go to It's an ADD Christmas in July 28th, 7 p.m. at Cheap Steaks. So make sure you go to that. And then you can follow Robi on her social media accounts for other information and for the tour drive information too the week before on the 22nd. So make sure you do that. Also, make sure that you follow Dominick on IG. And if you need any DJing needs, he is an amazing DJ. So definitely reach out to him for any DJ needs that you have. Also, if y'all are in the DFW area tomorrow, I'm doing a book signing, a celebration for my new poetry book, Heads or Tails. It's going to be at 6 o'clock tomorrow from 6 to 8 at the People's Last Stand.
All right.
Which is near Mockingbird Station. So it's going to be from 6 to 8 tomorrow. So make sure y'all come on out for that. And yeah, that is a wrap. So
Carlos.
Yes.
Drake's new poetry book. Thoughts?
Wait, what?
You didn't know your boy put out a poetry book this week, Drake.
What? Okay, see, this is why I love y'all, because y'all always be putting me up on stuff I didn't know. Drake poetry book. What?
Yes.
So wait.
168 pages.
How many pages?
168.
That's a big poetry book.
Yeah, so check it out. Tell me what
is the name of it?
I can't remember. But it's something.
Well, I'm sure if I just type in Drake poetry book.
Yeah, it's a pretentious name.
I can imagine.
Drake. So, you know, light skin energy.
That light skin energy. I don't know how I feel about that. I'm really a Drake poetry book. I mean,
he's wide enough. Now it's in poetic form.
I feel like his music is so like emo. Yeah, exactly. His
emo.
Yeah, I don't think I want to read that on paper without having a beat behind it and like work. But you know what? I would get it just to. Now I'm curious. I just would get it just to read it. Now I think who would be dope or did a poetry book would be Andre 3000. Now I would buy that in a second. I mean, because his lyrics are just like, yeah. He's unmatched.
The verse on Killer Mike new album, my goodness.
Oh yeah. He killed that. I just heard that yesterday. Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. We need to delay the show. Sorry.
Durant came in clutch with the title.
That's what I was going to tell you. It's called Titles Ruin Everything. Good looking out, Durant.
Hey, thank you. Yes, thanks for dropping that title in there. Now I'll give him props for the title. That's catchy. I like that. Titles ruin everything, but I don't know.
I just thought it was something stupid about titles like like I don't know why this came, but I was like, yeah, because I'm sure side chicks don't like that title.
I
don't know why I thought that.
That sounds like a very Drake thing. I can see him saying that. Yeah,
exactly.
That's great. Okay, I got some homework. I'm gonna go check that out. But yeah. But thank y'all so much for joining. Oh, and make sure you tune in next week. Next week is kind of all about Aquarius. We've had more Aquarian females, I would say, this season than we have males. So I do have an Aquarian male, Hank Bilal. He is a Grammy-nominated recording artist, and he plays trombone, keys. He does vocals. He also has 4 albums out. And yeah, he's going to be on the show next week, and we're going to be talking about Aquarius from the male perspective. So,
all right. That sounds good.
That does.
You should check it out.
Hey, that's what's up. All right. Well, thank y'all so much again. I appreciate it. Love y'all.
Can I say one more thing, please?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead.
I completely forgot. I completely forgot to tell you guys that right now I have early bird tickets on Eventbrite. You just have to search ADD
yes, okay.
Christmas in July, because I'm going to charge $20 at the door, and they're on sale on Eventbrite for $10 right now. You had to pay the taxes and fees, sorry, but so it comes out like under $14. So I mean, it's cheaper.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, you can save a couple of dollars and get a drink.
Yes.
All right.
That's right.
Yes. So thank you for having me. I was going to say for having us, but thanks for having me on.
Thanks a
Yes,
lot.
of course.
There's not enough of us to have us. Thanks.
Yes, and you guys, please come to my show one day. All three of y'all.
All right.
Yes, it's fun.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll have to go. Like, we'll coordinate a time or something. So yeah, y'all let me know.
Okay.
Y'all
Sounds
go.
great.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Cool.
All right, y'all. And thanks everyone for tuning in. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the show. Like, comment, and share it. That's definitely how it gets in front of the people who enjoy the show like you do. So definitely share it if you can. And yeah, make sure you tune in. Again, we're like halfway through the season. So season 2 ends early next month. So we still have 4 more episodes to go. So
all right. Thank you.
All right. Peace.
Have a good one.
Thank y'all.
Bye.
This was fun.